Yes, ma'am.
So, good morning and a warm welcome to one and all to the Faculty Development Program on Video Making for Enhancement of Online Teaching, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC of Bansanga's SM Chetty College of Science, Commerce, and Management Studies, Powai, for the benefit of the teaching and non-teaching staff of the college and also other members and staff of the institute. I am privileged and honored to extend a cordial welcome to our esteemed dignitaries, Mr. Mangesh Karandikar, Director, MET Institute of Mass Media, our resource person for today, Dr. Sridhara Shetty, Principal, Bansanga's SM Shetty College, Powai, Dr. Liji Santosh, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, Professor Sandisha Shetty, Vice Principal and HOD for Department of Accountancy and Financial Management, coordinators of various programs, and all my dear colleagues, staff members from various sections of the institute. I hope that you all are safe and doing well in this COVID 19 pandemic. As we are all aware that online teaching has become an indispensable part of every teacher, be it at any course or any level of education. With the National Education Policy and UGC guidelines giving special impetus to develop e-content, teachers are finding every possible way and resource person to create the best possible content. Some of us have been even struggling to get our best content on our YouTube channels. To put it on a lighter note, there was a famous saying once that Angrez chale gaye, but Angrezi chhod gaye. But I feel students down the line will say that teachers chale gaye, teaching and research. The future teachers will be remembered for the quality of e-content they have developed. With the growth of e-content, MOOCs and Swayam, to name a few, it is now a need to learn and get an edge in these systems to develop videos and even podcasts. And that is why we are here for this amazing session. I now request Principal Sir Dr.
update of the 0%.
I think John sir, I think your
completed.
video has freezed.
Principal sir?
Principal sir, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, at the very outset, good morning to all of you. Our esteemed resource person and also our guest and also our friend, Dr. Mangesh Karandikar, Director, MET Institute of Mass Media, the Vice Principal and also IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Liji Santosh, Vice Principal, Professor Sandesh Shetty, all coordinators, my teachers, and teachers from other sections of our institution. Once again, I extend a cordial welcome to all of you. If you see the educational scenario, its evolution, I think from the Gurukul system to the current level, a complete change. And a complete change after the pandemic since 2 years. I think we would have seen some swifter changes in the field of education down the line 5 or 10 years. But those changes have crept in so far because of compulsions. Since 2020, March onwards, or from June onwards, from the start of the academic year, offline has been shifted to online. And alternative ways we have to find. And University Grant Commission has already started a few e-platforms, just like MOOCs, etc. So therefore, it is the need of the hour developing e-contents, not only developing e-contents, it's a delivery part also. And there should be proper articulation. My simple understanding is that if the contents are well developed, e-contents, and during the time of its delivery, lot of articulation, and that if that is recorded, that would become the greatest asset of a teacher, and that can be repeated any number of times. That's required also, and if need be, that can be refined later, or the next videos can be better in quality. So in this context, I think this session is quite useful. Without wasting our guests' time, I appreciate the initiative taken by the IQAC, led by Dr. Liji Santosh, for taking the initiative. And Dr. Mangesh Karandikar, sir, whenever certain what's called as niche areas are there relating to media, all these things, and we do not have any hesitation of welcoming you, because you are a technical expert in your field. More than that, we have always considered you a finest human being also. That's why we have developed such a kind of rapport. So, sir, in spite of your busy schedule, you responded our invitation. Thank you so much. Once again, I extend a cordial welcome to you from my college point of view. Thank you, and I wish the program quite successful. And definitely, sir, this will percolate down to the classroom in the days to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for lovely introduction also. And yes, our association has been actually quite long, and I always enjoyed. I always say, tell Kalpana ma'am that your students are the best. I always love to teach your students. This year, I was not able to take up a subject this semester, mainly because it was supposed to be on offline, and that will not be possible for me to travel to your place to take offline lectures. So I did not take up a subject this time. Otherwise, I've been
we can understand.
taking up
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I now request Assistant Professor Kalpana Rai Menon, Coordinator for BA MMC and IQAC member, to introduce our resource person for today.
Thank you, John sir. Like Principal Sir said just now, the kind of person, the generous person that Mangesh sir is, I think that would suffice. But we are all gathered here to learn about video making, and it is my privilege to give an introduction. I have a lengthy list of things, and I would like you to patiently listen to it, because this exactly tells us why this session is so important and how it is going to be beneficial to all of us. So, good morning, everyone. And let me introduce Dr. Mangesh Karandikar. Sir is the director of MET Institute of Mass Media from 2019 till date. Sir has been the dean at Devi Prasad Goenka Management College of Studies from March 2015 to May 2018. Sir has also been the founder member of Department of Communication and Journalism in the University of Mumbai. He has been influential in devising and implementing the master's degree in electronic media and diploma in documentary filmmaking. Sir has also developed and started making filmmaking and web designing modules in the department. He was the chairman and ad hoc committee of the Department of Communication and Journalism and member of the ad hoc board of studies for University of Mumbai. He was also the member of IQAC team, core committee of university, and he is also a research guide. Sir has earlier worked with Tejas Arts, which is Media Magic. He is also the proprietor of Media Ki Baat, which is a website for media related topics. I think the unique part of this is that it is also takes programs in Marathi. He has a digital marketing YouTube channel, which is specially dedicated to the Marathi speaking audience. And he is the founder, member of Altercast, that was already mentioned. Sir has worked with a number of corporates and has made corporate films for companies like Monsanto, Tata Rallis, Voltas, Bisleri India, etc. He has been in desktop publishing, designing, printing. Um, so another aspect of Sir, which is very amazing, is that we may feel that media or filmmaking is something that everybody cannot do, but I think if I tell you about the background, Sir has done his MSc zoology, and he did his PhD in communication and journalism. He did this inter-subject PhD in that. And since then, like I mentioned, he's been the head of the department and involved in so many other activities related to media, journalism, filmmaking, etc. He has been conferred with Innovation in Education Award 2017 by Higher Education Forum in November 2017. Sir has developed many apps. One of them is Edu Sanchar. It is the world's first Android app to help learning communication and media theories in English and Marathi. He's an excellent teacher, and he's left no stone unturned to teach students in innovative manner. Some of the ways that he has incorporated in his teaching method is teaching communication through comics. He has also taught communication through clay modeling, and Sir has also developed some innovative assessment methods. I think we may also end up having one more session on this, where Sir has developed rubrics for assessment of assignments, which has helped students and helped the teaching methodology as such also. Sir is an adept web designer. He has used many experiential training methods. He has judged many Marathi websites, and he has completed many projects, publications, conferences, seminars, and the list is never ending. We are very fortunate that Sir has been associated with the Department of Mass Media and Communication Skills of our college from the past few years. Like Principal Sir mentioned, Sir was also the judge for research paper presentation at our international conference. And today he is here to teach us about how to make effective videos to boost our teaching process. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time out to conduct this session for us. And I welcome you to the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was such a lovely introduction. I did not know some of these things are available, and I did not know I've been doing so many things. But thank you so much for the introduction. Absolutely. So,
Thank you so much, Karan. I now request Dr. Mangesh Karandikar, sir, to take over the session.
Okay, thank you so much, Johnson. It's lovely meeting you all, and I try to make this session as comprehensive as possible, and I try to justify the time you are going to spend with me. Try to give you the inputs that are necessary for creating videos, and making quick videos is something that I have been promoting for a long time. And like Kalpana ma'am actually said that I'm actually a zoologist. So many years back, of course, I did my zoology MSc in zoology in 1987. But after that, I shifted to media. So there's nothing in media that can't be done by anybody else. There's no limit that how much you can do in media. It's absolutely amazing the way media operates. Well, I'm not going to talk about the jargon right now, but let me quickly go on to the main topic that is there today: how to make videos for education. Something that I've been doing for several years now. I've been trying to make videos, trying to put whatever I know into video format. The main benefit of videos is that students can refer back to them again and again whenever they want to, and that creates, there are two three things that happen when they are able to refer back. One is that they can, if they don't understand something, they can always go back and check the video. Second is, even though you are not live, they it develops a kind of connection between the teacher and student. because you are taking the pains to, you're taking the pains to actually create something for the student, for their benefit. That actually develops a very, very good connection between you and the student, and that works. So despite the pandemic and despite me being online mode all these 2 years, almost 2 years now, uh, there has never been a loss of connectivity between me and my students. I always, make all these lectures. I'm sure you're all recording your lectures and sharing them with your students whenever you're taking them online. But apart from that, making short videos with short topics which students can refer back to are something different, and they are more useful than a lengthy 2 hour lecture. When we take 1.5 hours, 2 hours lectures, and that kind of, I mean, look, put yourself into the students' shoes. 2 घंटे का लेक्चर मंगेश करंदीकर दे रहा है यार, कितना पढ़ेगा, कितना सुनेगा, एंड देन it becomes little boring, overwhelming. Online mode especially. In the classroom, yeah, you are moving around, you are talking to them, you are interacting with them directly. You can even take a 3 hour lecture or 4 hour lecture with maybe a little break. But online becomes taxing to your brain. So the best thing to do in this case is you can take up your entire topic or subject, break it up into smaller topics, and make short videos of 4, 5 minutes. Longer than that, attention spans are not so great. People waver off. So 4, 5 minutes videos of a short topic and several videos of those topics work wonders in getting that student attention and getting connection with the students. It helps, definitely helps. My experience has been that the shorter the video I make, the better response I get to the video. Whenever I make a 4, 5 minute video, when I go beyond that 7 or 8 minutes, I can see that the viewing time is lesser, much lesser than what it is going to be 4, 5 minutes. Students actually, when they start the YouTube channel, they click and see कितने मिनट का वीडियो है, 10 मिनट का है, जाने दे यार, skip कर. But if they see it's a 4, 5 minutes videos, then they'll actually watch. They'll first watch the first 1.5 minutes. If they like it, they'll watch the remaining. So I mean, they generally end up watching the entire. So always keep the video short, very precise, very to the topic. In a classroom, we tend to tell stories. In a classroom, we tend to tell so many interesting things along with the topic. But yeah, on the online mode and on the YouTube platform, yeah, you can include some interesting things also. But sticking to the topic is very important because people are very impatient when they watch videos on it. So that is the first tool that I want to make here. Just 1 second. हो गया क्या? हाँ? Then give me 1 second. I'm going to try and connect off from my laptop. Just give me 1 second. हाँ, कुठे झालं? Sorry about this, but I have to share the mobile screen and I would not be able to do it if I'm talking on the mobile phone. So I'm trying to get it connected. Somehow something has happened. Technology sometimes can defeat you. So while that is going on, I'll continue with what I'm talking about. Okay. नाही लॉन्च झालं असेल नाही झालं ओके फॉरगेट इट मी नंतर बघतो मला इथे वेळ जातो तुम्ही करा ते ट्राय टू डू दॅट meanwhile आय वॉन्ट पण फाईव्ह विचार चालू राहू मला ती फाईल हवी आहे वॉन्टेड फाईल आय एम व्हेरी सॉरी फॉर दिस Okay, let it happen. I'm not going to bother with that. Take Kara join audio Kara. I think I'm getting join Kara. Okay. Wait a minute. All right, I don't think it's happening. Let me go on. Okay, so let me begin. So there are two, like I said, there are podcasting and there are short videos. Both are important. Well, first one is podcasting or the video. When you start preparing for a video, there are something that you should take into consideration. I'm going to send you this checklist which I'm talking about later. But meanwhile, let's go through what we have to do when you start planning for a video. First thing is objective of the video. You have to write down the objective of the video. Why are you making the video? For what purpose you are making the video? What is the exact subject of your video? You have to. It is better to put down everything on paper or a document on your mobile or your uh, what computer. So first thing is decide an objective. What happens when you don't create an objective is you end up talking something which is not meant for the topic. I've done this mistake several times, so take it from me. So first thing that you need to do is create very clearly have an objective of what video you're going to say. Decide on the audience. Now your audience will probably be decided. You'll have your classrooms, but depending on which classroom you're addressing. So for example, I teach media students mostly. So whether it's for a first year media student or a third year media students, the way you handle the subject will differ, right? So if I teach a communication theory subject to a first year media student and I teach the same subject to TY, I expect something different from the TY student. So there will be a difference in the way you speak on that video. So that is the second part that we take care of, the objective, and the second is decide on the audience. If you're making a general video, you're going to put it up on YouTube for the benefit of any student who watches it, then you have to keep that as an objective. You have to decide who is going to look at the video. Create the video outline. So jot down points. I have these questions coming in when I teach this to educators. Should we write a script? I prefer that you don't write the exact script that you're going to speak because we teachers are better at extempore. We teachers are better at not having a script, but the points that you're going to speak need to be jotted down very clearly because that is what start objective of the video and then the audience of the video and then lastly the points the plan the video with what you are going to speak plan it well keep it in front of you then you do the title. There is you have to give your video a title. I am not going to talk of YouTube marketing right now, but to get get students to find your video, your title has to be clear. So the title of your video is the next part that you need to take care of. Then is going to be the decide on the uh, format. Is it going to be so when we make videos for students? There can be different formats. One very popular format is interview format. So, for example, if I want to talk about a subject, I could also call somebody who is an expert in that subject, and we can have a video setting where two of us are sitting on the maybe on a sofa or on a couch table, and we talk, we discuss. So one person asks questions to the expert, and that person, answers the questions, and through that you unravel the topic. Those videos can be slightly longer because you can't split an interview. But an interview format works very well. It is very popular among a lot of students because then they look forward to some expert views on a subject rather than just a topic dealt. So interview format can be one. The second is of course discussion. Maybe you can make a video of having a discussion with number of people, and then use the camera that way. And the last is the monologue, like the way I'm doing right now, one-way communication. That is very important. And when you're doing a monologue, you have to be very careful that you keep it interesting. I'm going to show you how to keep it interesting, of course, but you have to be very clear about that. The next thing you will require is a PowerPoint presentation. Extempore karna acha hai, but to have a PowerPoint presentation ready, or even what a PowerPoint presentation works well because you can cut your video and put slides instead of your video while keeping the voice on. That works because then you don't become monotonous. I mean, if I am watching a professor for 2 hours online, I'll get bored. Rather than that, I can have some pictures or I can have some slides. I can then kind of mix myself and the slides while talking. So I may explain a topic, then I put a picture or slide and explain to that. So a variation is necessary to keep it interesting. So have your PowerPoint presentation ready. Use a lot of diagrams and photographs and images and graphics, which will help the student understand. There is a fact, it's a research fact that your audience or any audience is able to process a picture 60,000 times faster than they process text. That's a research. So, simple thing like having a flow chart of a particular process, or an algorithm, or maybe even a infographics, as we call it today. A graphic with all the information. Suppose I'm teaching, let us say, how a website is seen on your computer or your laptop or your mobile phone. What happens behind the scenes before you see a website? There's a process, right? I suppose some of you know the process. When you type the URL on the browser, the browser takes you to the ICANN registry. From ICANN registry, it goes to the server. From server, the uh, content is downloaded on your mobile phone or your laptop or computer, and then you will see the website. This process happens. You want to explain this process, your PowerPoint slide will be good, but instead, if you got a diagram showing this process, that will definitely work much better because just by looking at the diagram, students can process it very fast, and it helps in remembering things. Visual association of the fact is much more faster and much more uh, uh, you know to recollect that is much faster if you use a picture or a diagram, a flowchart. So keep those ready before you start the actual recording of video. The next thing is of course the videos that you want to use. So, for example, when I'm talking, for example, if I when I'm talking about how people fool audiences, when we make websites, uh, we can fool audiences into believing that there is a little bit of text, but instead we have a lot of text. That text we use because Google, uh, Google and SEO. For SEO, some people try to do what they have a lot of text which is invisible to the viewer, the normal visitor to the website, because it is of the same color of the page. Imagine I've got a blue color page and I've got the same blue color for my text. The viewer will not be able to see that text, but there'll be text, and you think you can fool Google, but you can't. Now, I can always actually capture the screen when I'm doing that and show the people, show the students and how it's done. But instead, what I do is I would rather use a video So, for example, Arnold in this film called Predator, I don't know how many of you have seen that film. In Predator, when the alien is following him, he jumps into muck and covers himself with clay and the muck on the riverside, so that you can't see him. And then when the alien passes through, he just opens his eyes and comes out of it. That's camouflage, right? So you use camouflage. That way we use camouflage in trying to fool Google by using same color. So instead of just talking about it, or instead of showing the screen recording of how I do it, I show these kind of videos. So you've got that, you've got another two, three films where the camouflage is being used. That helps them relate. You download videos from YouTube which are relevant to the subject, make it interesting for the viewers. You have to have everything ready. A PowerPoint presentation, you have to have the objective ready, keep the points ready on the PowerPoint presentation, keep the images and the flow charts and the infographics, etc. ready for the video, and then download a lot of videos which are relevant to a topic. Try to use innovative videos. Try to relate different videos from YouTube and download and keep them in. I'll show you how to mix them, of course. So that I'm going to show you today. I'm going to try and make this as interesting. First, these things are important, so I'm first dealing with these things. Then we'll go straight to practicals. And I hope you have all downloaded the initial, the app that I've told you. For now, once my person here is trying to get me on that. Right. So that is one. What are the equipments that you to make a podcast? Believe me, today podcasting is something that these kids do every day, right? And they can't afford equipment. You don't require a lot of equipment. You just require your mobile phone, which is a smartphone, which can record standard video. That is all you actually require, right? But apart from that, there are some things that can be very handy. So, for example, microphone. So, for example, I just show this to you. I'm just changing the camera. Let me see if I can do that. Switch the camera. Yeah. Can you see this? This is a tripod that I use. Now this is a tripod come a selfie stick. All right. This is a tripod come the selfie stick, and there is this remote here. I can use this remote to take photographs on my machine. See this. I can use this remote to take a photograph or start or stop recording videos on my mobile phone. This comes for about 600 rupees. Other than that, you can get a tripod. I'm just fixing it. So I just fix it here and I just change the video around again. One second. So you can use this. A tripod is a very necessary equipment because a tripod will actually help you, keep the visual steady. A shaky video is a no-no. It's not going to work for you. Shaky video is really, really bad. Am I still showing that? Okay, I hope. Because I can see myself now instead of, yeah, right. So you can see, you can use this as, you can use a tripod. Buy a tripod. Amazon has got several options open. You can buy a tripod for 3, 4, 500 rupees. Do buy a laptop. Very, very important because that helps you keep the camera steady. Otherwise, you walk, you're going to shake, you're even they're talking. और वो किताबों पे और टेबल पे कुछ एडजस्ट करके रखना, कभी कैमरा गिर जाता है, then you lose your link while you're recording the video. ऐसे सब चीजें avoid करो. You keep have a tripod which is not very expensive at all. One is that. Okay. Second is sorry, this person is still trying to get the video on, so uh, the echo comes suddenly. Second is buy a memory card for your mobile phone. Buy a good one, at least 128 GB, or maybe if your mobile phone supports, buy the maximum possible because you never know how much time it takes. Uh, Always shoot in the highest definition possible on your mobile. So generally today's mobile phones have got high definition video camera, right? Use the highest definition possible always. Your mobile phone is going to support the editing because your mobile phone has got an HD camera. You will be able to edit the HD video on the mobile, right? It may not work on your computer. Please believe me, when you shoot on your mobile phone, very high definition, but your laptop or your computer does not support that kind of codec, then you will not be able to edit on your laptop because we don't have laptops of that configuration usually. You require at least 16 GB of RAM and a very good processor to be able to edit high definition videos on the laptop. Otherwise, आपका laptop सो जाएगा. And you just go to sleep. You'll not be able to. But your own mobile phone, your own video, you can edit on your mobile phone anytime. I am a huge proponent of mobile filmmaking. Kalpana ma'am knows that. I always teach, I always promote mobile filmmaking because it's so handy and you can do everything on your mobile, right? So buy a good SD card because then you need memory. When you record high definition videos, it kind of eats up memory, right? So always use the settings of the camera to see that all your videos are recorded on a SD card rather than your internet. Otherwise, again, you're going to have. Then, when you're shooting a video, always keep your mobile on a airplane mode because invariably, this is something that I experienced numerous times. I still don't make those mistakes. What happens is that you quickly okay, chal video banane ka hai. You put it on the tripod and start cooking must like them. You've got some nice, you've got a kick, some topic, and you want to immediately make a video, and then somebody calls, and then everything goes on a pause, and then you lose the thing. And believe me, we are all of us are very moody in that. I can guarantee you that. अभी मुझे वीडियो बनाना है. I prepare everything. I prepare all the slides. I prepare all the graphics, the videos, and everything. I've got everything together. अभी मैं वीडियो चालू किया and then you lose the link and फिर you say जाने दो, drop it. A lot of time that happens. So put your camera on the airplane mode when you are shooting. All right, airplane mode when you are shooting. Battery charge. I am talking of simple things, but believe me, they are important. Always ensure that your battery is completely charged when you start your recording. नहीं तो ये बहुत बड़ा problem. I'm going to show you a video as soon as I'm able to share this. I'm going to show you a video which I've made some time back, and you'll see what happens when battery is not charged or the SD card is not empty or things like that. If you can get a mic separate, not necessary, right? But if you can get a separate mic to use lapel mic, attach it to your mobile phone and use the lapel mic, you get a better sound, right? So it kind of cancels the remaining sounds that are usually there. Mera naseeb hai, whenever I start recording, there is somebody in some society nearby, some building nearby, who start cutting a tile or a carpenter will start cutting the wood. Hum khas. And it always happens. And I'm curse man. So I always do my recordings at 11 o'clock at night. जब भी I have got some sort of peace and kind of assured that there will be no disturbance. तभी भी एक रिक्शा जाती है कभी. कोई तो रिक्शा जाती है, रिक्शा की आवाज आ ही जाती है. Believe me, those sounds are very difficult to filter. So choose a good place, choose a time when you know that there will be less disturbance. For me, the other major thing is I have to ensure that my wife is gone to sleep because invariably there is something that she wants to talk to me when I'm recording. वो भी एक चीज होता है. So husbands and wives, spouses need to be taken care of. I'm giving you very practical and actual what happens examples. Yeah, doorbell. Yes, that's right, doorbell always. But that you can't avoid. You can't switch off the doorbell. So spouse is a problem which you need to take care of. Spouse, partners, आजकल के ज़माने में you have to take care of that also. Then, of course, if you are going to edit on the computer, then you need to ensure that you've got a very good computer with at least a good processor and a good RAM. RAM is necessary. If you want to edit good videos, you require about 16 GB of RAM. So if you want to do that, please increase the RAM. Then smoothly you can edit. Otherwise, then you yourself get bored while editing because it becomes boring when the computer starts snapping. It just snaps. Nap कर देगा फिर 5 मिनट के बाद बताएगा अभी आगे क्या edit कर. Don't do that. All the softwares necessary. It's very good to have a good internet connection, and if you can get a good connectivity. I am sure you must all experience this in the last 2 years when you're taking online lectures, that your mobile phone may or may not support you all the time. You will always have this problem with mobile phones, data connectivity, and the speed at which the mobile phone connects. I personally, because I do this professionally also, of course, I do this also. So I have got a 100 Mbps connection, both upload and down. So usually my connectivity, today I'm in office, so I'm not at home, which is why this issue is happening. Otherwise, I use my Mac to deliver this deck. So आज office में हूँ and office का laptop and I don't know till yesterday day before it was working fine. आज नहीं चल रहा है. So my friend here is trying very hard to get it connected. I hope it does. HR बकता था. HR बकता था. Try this. Just one second. I'm trying this on my personal laptop which I got. ते घेऊन जातो मी. करून राहणार. Okay, while this thing is opening. So that is the next thing that you need to take care of. Internet connection definitely works. Keep a notepad ready for taking notes when you're talking. Sometimes you miss out point, you want to re-record. Keep those things ready. Have a good speaker when you're editing, especially on a computer. Have good speakers. Maybe I'm not talking of a Bose speaker or something like that or a TV. I'm talking of normal good speakers. At least आपको लता मंगेशकर और आशा भोसले में फर्क समझना चाहिए या मोहम्मद रफी और किशोर कुमार में फर्क समझना चाहिए इतना अच्छा स्पीकर होना चाहिए because there are some speakers which you never know किसकी आवाज just have good speakers हे करून द्या ना मला लागणार आहे I need this because I have to share my screen. Let's hope it works now. Now, who is letting people in? I'm trying to connect on my laptop. Please let me in from the other machine. Oh, I think I've got it.
Recording in progress.
Oh, it's happened. Actually happened. Okay, so I'm going to shift here.
Sir, on that other device, you are on mute,
Sir, you
sir.
are not audible. Yes, sir. Sir, you are not audible. Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, sir,
No
fine.
echo, no echo also, right?
No echo. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'll have to still use the volume of that. So there is no hurry. आता आरामात करू ना माझं इथे चालू आहे तुमची वेळ झाली काय करू पासवर्ड लागेल All right, so good. Now I can concentrate and not be disturbed by anything. All right, so that is one major thing that please take care of when you're starting any kind of podcast. Preparation is very important because if you don't prepare, then it becomes a problem and you lose touch. Okay, next thing, when you're shooting, keep a good background. What happens is a lot of times you've got a curtain which has got a lot of design on it. That doesn't work because your face and the design gets mixed up. Try to have a plain background. Any background will do. Some kind of background where you've got a contrast. Right. So, for example, in my opposite wall here in the office, there is a background which is kind of orange in color. that does not look good because then I get lost in the orange color, right? I mean, I'm not orange in color, but still, if you can have a good contrasting background, a white background is very good. Try not to. So, for example, there's a line above me, right? Try to avoid those lines because look, you're making professional videos, right? You're making videos that are going to be seen by students, and believe me, students can notice even the smallest of. देखो सर के ऊपर line है. They'll always see this things like that. So keep a plain background if possible when you're making videos. That's something that you take care of. Sitting, standing space. If you're going to stand, then you have to take care of the background. The sitting, you have to take care of background. When you're having an interview, if you're doing the interview format, you have to see that the setting is good. Uh, Always treat anything that you do extremely professional. This is the thing that you put online has to be even 1 degree less professional than that does not mean equipment. I always tell my students that the quality of your video is in the content and the basic setting that you have. It is not about high-end equipment. High-end equipments don't make good videos. The quality of your video is in your head. So that you have to take care. Like I said, check the ambient noise. Where are you sitting? What kind of ambient noise you have? So, for example, when I shoot normally in MET here, there is I'm right behind Leelavati Hospital, right? So there's a constant flow of traffic here normally. आजकल कम है traffic because of pandemic and generally people are not out on the streets much. But otherwise there's a constant traffic. So I have to use a room which is on the other side of uh, the passage which we have here, where the noise of traffic doesn't come. So always check the ambient noise. If you're sitting in a beautiful surrounding with some birds chirping, that works. It actually sounds nice to the audience. But second thing is fan. You have to always remember to switch off the fan because fan की हवा mic पे आती है और mic पे वो एक whoosh आवाज आती है, which is very difficult to remove when you're trying to filter the sound. So always you have to bear with it. You have to switch the fans off always. As soon as you switch the fan on, you're going to get that sound, and it sounds very horrible in your home. So switch off the fan. Light. Is there enough light? That does again. I repeat, no fantastic lights are required. Our mobile phones are so adapted for low light shoots that they make up for that loss, right? But if you're shooting at night, take care that you have got more bulbs than normal. Use LED tube lights, which normally we all have nowadays. LED tube lights. Use 2 3. On Amazon, you get 40-watt LED tube lights. Generally, what we buy in the stores is 20 watts. Right? But on Amazon, you get a 40-watt tube light. I have got two in my place, both sides. So I get full light on myself. Always ensure that you are in good light. Right? Be in the limelight, my friends. You are there in the limelight. Be in the limelight. Because the moment people see that are dark mein hai, so they'll turn off the video. So always see that you're there in the limelight. Good lighting is necessary. Ideally, daytime is the best always. और यहाँ पे अभी there's just 1 2 old वाला tube lights, but on my right there's a huge window which is giving me plenty of light, so no issues at all. See that the light is good. Are there pets in your house? Are there children in your house? So along with the spouse, you have to take care of them also. Always ensure that they are not going to disturb your video because they come always. Okay, your AC, is it making noise? Is it giving this sound which you may not hear, but your remember the camera and the mobile phone never camera and mic never lie. They record whatever they get, right? So if you don't hear the sound of AC, the mic will hear and you will get a disturbance. So check it. Record something without speaking anything, then download it and check it with your earphones on. Is there a sound coming? Then you have to switch off the AC also. Cool the room first, switch off the AC, then start recording. All right, that is very important. Washing machine चालू है क्या घर का, वो भी देखना पड़ता है क्योंकि वो किक आवाज करेगा, नहीं तो when it starts the spin circle is going to send the noise out. Small things, they do matter a lot, right? Otherwise, your computer or mobile notifications, for example, right? Uh, ting, 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 hours. So you may be recording the mobile phone, but your laptop might be open and it starts giving you different noises. take care of those noises also. Again, that is very important. Landline telephone, that also disturbs sometimes. So no, common knowledge, but I just wanted to make you aware of these things. They're very important, right? Okay. Now the next thing is software. Once I have to take this call, just a minute.
Audio.
This is exactly what I was talking of. I had to take the phone call because it's not on silent or it's not on the airplane mode, and it gets disturbance आ ही जाता है. तो ये होता है. Anyway, but I can't avoid that, of course. Important call. अभी मेरे ट्रस्टी का हो रहा है तो मैं क्या? I have to take the call. I can't do that. So, look, if you're going to edit on your iPhone or on your computer, the software, please see that it is updated. Please see that it's not expiring. Take care before you start your video. Check the date, expiry date if it is there. If it's a trial version or if it's a free version, nothing like it. The KineMaster that I'm going to teach you is a free version. It'll give you a watermark at the bottom right corner of your video, but that's fine. It is not very obtrusive in nature. I'm going to show you that. Is your browser updated in your laptop and your computer? Have you actually recorded something on a PC and checked? You presume sometimes that हाँ हो जाएगा. No, you actually do it. Like I said, ambience check करने के लिए you record ambience first. Check whether there are any sounds. Similarly, record something on your mobile phone, record something on your computer. Actually check it, and then be prepared for that. If there is last moment पे problem हो जाएगा. Check the input volume of your. A lot of times the input volume is at a lower end by default. Make it at least 90% input volume, even on the computer, right? So always use the other smaller preparations. I know they sound silly. Panika bottle, food, transcript for the podcast. Are your keywords ready? Do you have keywords built in on your podcast? Because you have to have the transcript also of the podcast on your, even if it's in points. You have to have a transcript on the video. Use that. Keep that ready. Then, if you're using one of those podcasting apps, right? See that the account is updated and things like that. Otherwise, you will not be able to post Facebook. And when you post the podcast, I hope you are all on social media. Use Facebook, use Instagram, use YouTube, use LinkedIn, use all means to promote your podcast. Don't lose out on a single thing. So see that you've got accounts everywhere, right? So WhatsApp, and WhatsApp of course is very important nowadays. So all those things are very important. You can also have a blog. As a teacher, if you can have a blog about those topics that you're going to talk about, chota, 500, 600 words ka blog pieces about the topic that you're going to use on your video, that will be it be kind of, linked to with each other. So as a student, I may see the video, then I might want to read it. I'll go to the blog post that you've written and I'll read it there also. So notes, basically, simple. So use these means and these kind of things to create your blog. Any questions till now? I'm not very good at looking at the chat, so let me see. There's one chat message.
One message, sir.
You can't, Mr. Saurabh. You can't remove the watermark. You can't remove the watermark. If you want to remove the watermark, you'll have to get a hacked or a pirated KineMaster, which I won't advise. Watermark. They're giving you free software, a completely working software. They don't give you only in parts. They give you completely working software, all features included, free of cost. उनका watermark आया तो क्या Let it be. The other way to remove the watermark, of course, there is. It costs only 1,300 rupees for the entire year. So buy it, buy license. And there are other softwares also. For example, if you're doing it on mobile phones, you've got KineMaster, you've got Filmora, you've got Power Director, you've got InShots, you've got so many other softwares that you can use. InShots is also good software. You can use them if you want. I'm going to teach you one. Once you are able to use one, you can use any software, actually. Then if you are more comfortable in editing on a computer, there's again Power Director, there's Filmora. Power Director costs something like 4,500 rupees per year. Filmora costs again about the same amount. There's another called Movavi, which costs a little lesser. It costs something like 2,500 rupees. I'm talking of these softwares because as a professional video maker, I use Premiere and FCP. But then I use the entire Adobe Creative Suite, right, which costs me about 26,000 per year. But then I do things professionally. I do these things kind of regularly for how many? I think 20 years or so, right? 20, 25 years. I don't know how many years I've been using this software. And I always use legal software. So I pay because I do it regularly. If you don't want to spend any amount right now, you can start making podcasts. If you're comfortable, try out everything. Try out using the mobile phone, try out using the computer, wherever you're comfortable with. Buy the software. It is not very expensive. 4,500 is not a very big sum. Premiere and FCPs will cost you 20,000, 16,000 rupees just for one software. That unless you're going to make professional videos on a regular basis, I will not advise. Unnecessary expense, right? But these things, of course, you can. Again, they also have free versions. जहाँ पे same watermark आता है, right bottom पे, which you just have to, have it. That's it. Simple. Right? So research karo, you'll get a lot of softwares, lot of them, actually a lot of them. One very good software that is totally free of cost is DaVinci Code. I just type the name in chat box. It is a totally free video editing software and it's wonderful. It's a great software. The only thing is it requires a little bit of RAM. I think you will require at least 16 GB of RAM on your computer, but it is totally free of cost. It's open source. So बहुत अच्छा software. And when I teach sound editing, I use another software called Audacity. That is also totally free of cost. I'm not going to teach Audacity today, but it's very simple to learn Audacity. That's for sound editing, only sound editing. All right, so that is another software which I would prefer. Which one are you talking about, ma'am? Isha, ma'am? Is it for
Yeah, so
mobile version?
the Da Vinci Code. Audacity I am aware, but the Da Vinci Code.
DaVinci Code, I think, is only for mobile, only for computer.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I'm not aware of a mobile version for that.
Okay.
We might be, you never know. They might suddenly come up with a mobile version also. But it's basically computer based.
Okay,
It requires a lot of memory, map. I don't think mobiles will be able to support that kind of thing. It's a little heavy software, but it's very a completely professional grade software which you can use for creating amazing videos, including all kinds of special effects and color correction and color grading, sound, everything you can do on DaVinci Code, right? But that's free. But that takes up memory, more memory. I don't use it mainly because for me it is a combination of Photoshop and Premiere and Illustrator and InDesign and all these softwares are to use. So just buying one software and spending a lot of money, because if you start buying individual Adobe softwares, the ultimate sum becomes very large. So I prefer buying the entire suite so I can use anything. I use Dreamweaver to make website. I teach web design. So मुझे Dreamweaver लगता है. तो उसका अलग-अलग पैसा देने से अच्छा है पूरा basket मिल जाता है. That's the better thing. That's why I don't use DaVinci. I use Premiere mostly for my. All right. Any other question till now? अब तक जितना हुआ, I know it's all general information, and I hope it's clear. Any questions now? I'll go ahead.
So there is one,
Yeah.
which is the best video editing software?
There is a question, I didn't see it.
Just now it has come by Swapnil, sir.
The best, yeah, the best again, yeah. See, if you look, the professional ones are Premiere and FCP, Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro works only on Mac. There's no Windows version available. Premiere works on both. So Premiere and FCP are the tops here. But then equally good is DaVinci Code, which is free. You can try these. These are the best. Then you've got the smaller softwares, which are also very good. See, if you're going to make professional commercial videos, then you have to use those three software. But if you're making podcasts and you're making student videos, you don't need to spend that kind of money. Filmora is very good. Power Director is very good. These two softwares I would suggest to buy. They are very good softwares, very intuitive and quick. Quickly get to do things that are necessary. Very fast, very good. So these are the ones I would suggest to you. There's another one called Movavi, Movavi. That's also one that costs about 2,500. That's also very good, but there are some features which are missing. But for our student videos, again, what do you require? You don't require fantastic special effects. You don't require fantastic color corrections or things like that. For that, even that software is very good. So these three you can try out. All have got trial versions. I suggest you download all three, try them out, whichever you like, you buy. Right? So if you don't want the watermark, if you don't mind the watermark, then you can use the free version forever. They are free. They don't have a trial period. For example, Premiere, if you download as a trial version, it's only for 1 week. After 1 week, it stops, right? Then you have to either crack it or buy it. Premiere is that way. But these are free. These are free. You can download and install them and use them for a long, long time. So when I teach Power Director, I've used it to teach Power, and still there, the same version is still working. It's not going away. Got it? All right. So I think I now go shift. I hope you have all downloaded and installed KineMaster on your mobile phones. I'm now shifting to my mobile phone. I'm sharing my mobile phone at home. Let's see how it happens. So I hope I've got the sharing rights for my mobile phone. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I do. I'm sharing my entire screen. There it is. Yeah. Now just go to your KineMaster app and open it. It always opens horizontal. Never work. It doesn't work vertical. So you have to use the horizontal only. KineMaster app and open it. Right, you'll get to this screen. If it asks you a question, it'll ask you whether you should allow access to your drive or your or your thing. Please ensure that you allow access. Otherwise, you'll not be able to see the photographs and things that you need. So always allow access. All right. Now I have to go in. Right. Ready? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So when you come to the screen, now I'm going to see. You can see I'm a premium user because I pay. I have paid for this app. I pay 1,300 or so for the entire year, and I keep on renewing it. Actually, it doesn't take 1,300 at a time. It takes 130 rupees or 120 rupees, whatever it is, per month. Auto delete ये होता है. I just have to ensure that I subscribe to it, and every month I pay 130 rupees, which is nothing. No, actually nothing. 127, 124 ऐसा कुछ amount आता है उसमें. It just gets auto debited from my debit card or credit card. Okay, so now you go to create new. Click on create new. You reach this screen. Now this screen has got the aspect ratios, the size of the video, meaning what is going to be the ratio of the width and the height of the video. Right? Normally, when we shoot on your mobile phone, you shoot 16 by 9. Okay, horizontal 16 by 9. When they shoot reels and stories, and our students keep on making reels or stories or Instagram stories or Facebook stories or WhatsApp status. You need the 9 by 16 vertical video. For Facebook posts, WhatsApp posts, Instagram posts, okay, the 1:1 ratio is the best. So these three are the most important. बाकी सब छोड़ दीजिए अभी. We are not going to even talk about them because they're not used much anymore. So 4:3 is the old one. 4:3, 3:4 is the kind of old one. 4:5 is sometimes used on Instagram, but I prefer not to because it takes up too much space and I can't write much there. So I don't prefer using that. 2.35:1 is for advertising. Advertising on social media. So that is a bit more horizontal. So in the Facebook Marketplace, they use this size. There's another size, 1.91:1. That is also used in Facebook advertising. Is most. Right. So we are not going to look at that right now. Okay, we are going to use 16:9. All right, we are going to use 16:9. Remember one thing: when you are shooting on the mobile phone, anything, never use vertical camera. Always use horizontal camera. Whether you take photographs or unless you are very clear that you are only and only going to use that photo or video for either Facebook story, Instagram reel, or WhatsApp status. Unless you are going to use them only for these, never shoot a vertical video or a photo. Always use horizontal camera. I'll tell you why later. Right? Always use that. First rule of entire thing. So once I click on 16:9, there's a button on right top called next. I click on the next. And this is the screen I get. This screen is actually all the folders on my mobile phone. Right? All the folders that are there on my mobile phone, which is what you also have. All the folders that you have got on your mobile phone. I am going to go to where? Let me see. There's a folder called Hair and the Rabbit, but the images that I sent you are somewhere else, I think. Let me see if they're in that folder. No. The images that I sent you, I have to download it. Oh, I have sent you different images and I've got different. I've got download mein hai. These are the 6 images that I sent you, right? So you go to that folder wherever those images are. Go to that folder wherever the 6 images are. Right? This is a story, you know the story. It's the story of the boy, the shepherd boy, the young boy who feels bored when he's taking his sheep to graze, and then he shouts, "Langa alare, langa alare." There's a wolf, wolf. He shouts. He shouts because he just makes fool of the villagers. He shouts, and then they run to help him. They find there is no wolf. They go away grumbling. Then again he makes fun of them by shouting, "Wolf, wolf, wolf, wolf." Again, they run to help him. Again, it happens third time. The fourth time when it happens, they decide, okay, he's just making fun. I'm not going to go and help them. But at that point of time, unfortunately, the wolf actually comes to kill his sheep, but nobody helps him, right? And that's the story. We all know this story, right? So we are going to now make a film out of this story. We are going to make a video using just these pictures, right? Just these pictures, we are going to make a video. So first picture is where he's sitting under a tree. Can you see that? Left में मेरे इसमें left में second row में first है. So I just tick on that. I just tick on that, and the picture comes down on the time. What you can see right now is the bottom one area is the timeline of the video editing app. The upper one is the media folders that I have. Right? We'll see the next part when you go to edit. Once I take that picture, the second picture, you can use any of these pictures where he shouts wolf, wolf, and people are running. So for example, I can use any of these. So I'm just going to take them serially, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one, this one, click on that. Just with your finger tap on that, it will go down. Then the next one, tap on that, it goes down. The third one, I take this one, last one on the right. Then I take the third one on the top, and then the last. Just keep on tapping them, they keep on coming. You don't have to necessarily follow the order except the first and the last picture, right? Except the first and the last picture, you don't have to necessarily, they all tell the same story, right? Except the first and the last picture and the second last picture, both. So where they don't go, there's a picture where they are just standing and not going to help him. वो वाला कौन सा है? काची. Yeah, the third one actually is the one where he's shouting, but the people are just looking at him and not doing anything. This- Okay, once you reach here, now there is a cross button on the right top. Right top, there's a cross. Click on that. You reach this screen. Anybody gets held up, please interrupt and ask me. Okay? Anybody?
Sir, I'm not getting access to my gallery.
Go to your preferences.
Doing this black.
No,
Oh,
go to your,
Himani, click
हाँ.
click on the media. वो रेड सर्कल के ऊपर एक मीडिया लिखा होगा, उसके ऊपर क्लिक करके देखो.
या उसके बाद हाँ,
देखना
आपको
लेफ्ट
actually
मिला ठीक है.
आपको सब
थैंक यू.
मीडिया फोल्डर्स देखना.
हाँ, मिला. ओके, थैंक यू. हाँ.
Okay, now what you're seeing is on the top, you're seeing the monitor. We call it the monitor, where we can see our video being edited. Whatever we do, we see there. And on the right, you can see a
Excuse me,
circle.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I had selected the photos, but they are not coming to my screen. KineMaster screen, it's not coming. It's coming like blank only. I think I'm visible, so it's coming
yeah,
like
same thing. Click on the media on the circle.
that I have done, sir. I have selected all the pics which was there in my gallery, and but those are not coming over here.
On the
Same
bottom, you're
here,
not.
same
I can
here.
see something there. I can see something there, ma'am.
No, sir. No video, no pics are there. Only this blank screen is coming.
No, on the
Same here,
timeline.
sir.
On the
Sir,
timeline,
could it be the permission thing? Like, did you give the
Yeah.
permission to access your folder?
Yes, that
Sana
is
ma'am,
fine.
Sana ma'am, have you given the permission to the software to access your media files?
Okay,
But
from
but we are able to see the video. सिर्फ image file नहीं दिख रहा है ना साना मैम?
नहीं मैम, I'll tell you, when you go on this left pen na, so there are video will be the first option and second option is photos. You can see photos is a click on photos.
Yes, got
Then
it.
you will be able to yes. So there are two options. I think iPhone.
वापस से बताओ अभी. मिला. दिशा मैम, thank you. हाँ. iPhone का interface is different ना, मेरे को मिल ही नहीं रहा. सर वापस से बताओ अभी. हाँ.
So I think you're using iPhones, right?
Yes, sir. These are all privileged teachers हमारे. सब iPhone वाले. हम लोग गरीब Android वालों को सब.
ऐसा नहीं.
Okay, now all you have to do is आपके folder में जाके just start ticking the pictures. Just put your finger and press it once. It will start coming on the timeline one by one. Right? So same one. Right. Now this is the place, and then after doing all that, click on the cross and then exit that screen of selection. You'll be able to come to this screen that I have right on the screen, where you can see the monitor, the video that you're going to edit. That is the monitor. On the right, you can see the toolbox. I call it the toolbox or the console, where you can get all the tools. And नीचे वाला जो आड़ा है, that is the timeline. All right, there's a timeline. Now, if you see my video, you can see this camera here. मेरा ये देखिए. You can move this around like this. You can move this around. Shift. Okay. From the first photo to the last photo. Just try it out. Yeah. Just put your finger and try it. That's it. All right. Then move it around. So that is one. Second thing that you need to understand is you can also change the view of how you're going to see the timeline. See, look at my video here where you can see me. You can always do this. Look here. You can always expand the view and reduce the view. That does not change the amount of time the picture is going to play. It just increases the view of your timeline. Okay? Just the view of your timeline. Just try this out also. These are practical things that are necessary. Right? View of the timeline. All right. Now let us just play. You take the screen, take your cursor right up to the beginning of the thing, the first picture, and click on the play button. Click on the play button. What happens? It starts moving, it starts playing. This is your video, it starts playing. The only thing is right now you're just seeing pictures. See? Just seeing pictures. Now the point is key. Now this is something that is a story, right? But suppose you are giving a lecture, you're talking about a topic. You don't need to do any animation. You can design your pictures in such a way that it will fit on the horizontal screen, and you can start putting pictures about your lecture there. So I'm going to show you one more thing first before we go into that. If at all you got a vertical picture and you got a larger diagram which you need to move around in your lecture, right, in your session or the recording that you are going to do, then what to do? So for example, when you play this is very boring, right? It's very boring. So we need two things here. One is we need a narration, right? We do need a narration here. And the second thing that you need here is uh, that that those pictures get some kind of animation, something. Now just watch what I'm doing. On the timeline, tick on the picture. You can see there's a yellow box that is got, right? Just tick on the picture on the timeline. You must only say, just tick on the picture. One picture. Just tick on the picture. Right? Now, on the right top, you've got, on the right top, in the second row, you've got a scissor. You've got a scissor. And you've got another one, the second one, which has got one square into another with an arrow. The second one. Beside the scissor. Click on that.
Pan and zoom?
Yeah.
Is it?
You go to the pan and zoom, right? You go to the pan and zoom. Now what I'm going to do, just watch. I'm going to, what I've got there is start position and end position. Starting of the clip and ending of the clip are same, right? I click on the start position of the clip, right? And what I'm going to do is, see here, I'm going to increase the size of this. The same way you zoom into your pictures when you're taking a photograph, I'm just zooming in. So I'm showing this boy first. I start my picture here. Then I'm going to click on the end position. Again, I'm going to zoom in little because I don't want it to, here. And I'm going to concentrate on the sheep. Right? And then I'm going to tick on the tick mark that is there on the pan and zoom, right tick on the tick mark. Okay. Now, when you play the video, take it ahead. And when you play the video, see what happens to the video. Now there is a movement. And there's a movement. So, see, there's a movement.
Oh.
Yeah. Got it? Anna? Yeah. Okay. I'll do one more. I'll do one more. So the second one I click here, right? Second one I click here. And now this is a picture which I actually don't want here because he's laughing.
तुम्हें ये बंदे को जूम करना है
Put your mics off, please, everybody.
Sahana madam.
Okay. Now, for example, this is a picture where the boy is laughing and the farmers are angry. I don't want that actually. I want the third picture first. So what do I do? See this. I'm going to take the third picture. This third picture. I'm just going to place my finger. Please see my video. Please see my video. Or please see my me what I'm doing on the screen. I just put my finger here and I move it here in the second. Yeah. Because this is very shouts and people are running towards the box. So now I've got a second one. The first one we have got. Second one, again, I'm going to the pan and zoom. Click on the picture. The yellow bounding box happens. Then click on the tool beside the scissor, pan and zoom tool. Click on the first one. Expand this. Go. I'm going to make it very big as much as possible. So the boy is shouting, right? And then I'm going to use the end one. And I'm going to show the angry farmers. Or they're running towards the wolf. And now if I play this, see this. So he's bored, just grazing sheep every day. So he goes and shouts, wolf, wolf, wolf. The farmers immediately, start running towards the wherever it is. आ गया. Now that is first. Now let me go to the third. उसके बाद में भी और एक है, right? उसके बाद में भी और एक है. So here now, this one is what? Now here they are angry, right? They are angry. So I'm going to click this, right? This again go to pan and zoom tool, start position. Boy is laughing, right? Boy is laughing, and in the end position, farmers are angry. I'm just going to keep one farmer. Tick. So again, so they all rush to help him, and then he starts laughing, and the farmer gets angry, right? Okay. Now the fourth picture again is where he's laughing, and fifth picture is where they are not going anywhere. So ये वाला जो है ना मैं delete करता हूँ. I just click on this. I'm going to delete it by clicking on the left वाला dustbin. I'll show you how to do it again. Whatever I want to delete from here, I click on this. I click on this, and there's a dustbin on the left. Just click on the dustbin, it'll go away. Right? Click on the dustbin, it'll go away. Now the next one, where the kid goes again shouting wolf, wolf, but this time actually there's a wolf. They decide not to help him. Again, same thing. Here, pan and zoom, first one. So he shouts wolf, 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 wolf. Then goes here. And what do? They don't help. They just laugh. Right. And last one, because of that, the boy has to run away, and the wolf starts killing the sheep for him. I'll play the entire thing. So I narrate the farmers, the shepherd's boy is very bored with life, just grazing sheep. So he just goes and shouts, wolf, 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 wolf. The farmers immediately rush to his aid, and then they find out there's nothing. The child laughs, and then he again shouts, wolf. But this time, the farmers decide they're not going to help him, and the wolf starts eating his sheep. आ गया. So now there's a problem here, right? The problem is, how much time do I give? I mean, I have to talk very fast here. But suppose I want to tell the story a little slowly, right? So I start with there's this farmer's boy, shepherd's boy who is bored with his life. So let us play this. All right. This farmer, the shepherd's boy who's bored with his life, क्या करने का है रोज रोज जाके I just have to graze sheep and I want to have some fun. So if you look at this, I have to extend the first picture right up to this so that I can narrate. What do? I click on this. I get the bounding box. Now, if you see, there are 4 small dots on the sides. Right? I just click on this. Oh, okay, I'll show it to you here. I am just going to click on this bounding box and extend it. Now, the clip is going to play for more amount of time. See, it's going to play for more amount of time. So this shepherd's boy is bored with life, grazing sheep every day. क्या करने का? So he decides one day to have some fun by fooling the farmers. And then he goes and shouts, wolf. Got it? That's how you do the rest of the thing. I'm not going to show you the entire thing, mainly because we have to do a lot of things in the short time that we have together. So one second. Yeah, administrator I have. Got it, everybody? Any problems till now? No? No, there is no specific way. I've just taken at random some story and I've shown you how to manipulate image. The idea is to show you how to manipulate image, right? Nothing else but that. I just to show how to manipulate image. Yeah. Now let us say these are some diagrams that you're showing. You're showing from one end of the diagram to the other end of the diagram. You can use this way. You can always use one end of the diagram to another. Yeah. So now let's go ahead. Now suppose you have to mix your video along with this. You have to mix your video along with this. Now I've also given you a video where I am talking about. Right? Please click on the media. Please click on the media on the circle. Right? This place. and you'll go back to your folders, use that. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end of this video so I can take that video there. Click on the media, go to the recordings. Now, for me, that recording will be in my camera folder, and I'm going to click on my video and take it on the timeline, the same video that I sent. So what I'm going to do, I've just recorded it before I sent it to you just today morning, right while I'm sitting here. I'm going to play this video, and you'll see what I mean by this is I want to now edit this video. You can listen to what I'm saying there. I can't. One second. I have to my own. Is about video broadcasting for educators. Now, if you look at this, I've just shifted my eyesight from the main screen to the camera. So again, whatever we saw till now has to be edited. Right? We have to cut it out. Yeah. So now, if you look at that, I have to cut out the first part of it. Entire first part I have to delete. How do I do that? I just go to the place where I have to cut. Tick on this clip. I'm going to reduce the size so I can see how much I've cut. Now, once I reach here, now I click on the scissor. I click on the scissor, and I'm going to either split at playhead or trim left of playhead. So if I click on trim left of playhead, entire thing that was there on the left will go away, and I'll just get the now has to be edited. Right, we have to cut it out. So, good morning, friends. This is a workshop, a short workshop for video broadcasting for educators. And what I'm going to show you is how to make a film using just stills or graphics or images. And I'm also going to show you how to mix images as well as video into a single film. And I'll try to show you a little bit of sound. I hope that we can do justice in this very short time that we have today. Thank you. And then I'm clear. Now I want to delete this part. So I just move this versa. Click on this. Click here. I can also do split at playhead. It will split the video into parts. I can click on this and press the delete button, or I can directly say click on the split at the right. So it will remove all the right part. Now, forget about what I'm saying in the video. Forget about what I'm saying in the video. I'm just going to directly split the video into two. Split here, and I'm going to use here. Again, I'm going to split here. I just split the video into three parts. Now, imagine that this is a session. Imagine that this is a topic you are talking about, and I want that topic to be after the first picture. So I click on this, move it in between. Now, when you have the video, here it is. So you are explaining something, right? At some point of time, you come back on screen. Right? You explain something more, right? And then after you finish that, automatically you can also have the next one there. That is one. That is one way of looking at it. The second way of looking at it is, for example, I've got this video going on, right? Now I want to keep the sound of the video, but I want the pictures on top. Right? While I'm explaining something, I don't want me on the screen, but my sound should be there. But instead of me being visible to the students, I want some pictures to be visible on the screen. I can do that also. So for example, I'm again going to take the same video back on the entire video here, and I've got this entire video now here. मैं पहले वाले video delete कर देता हूँ from the timeline. This video I'm going to delete from the timeline, right? And now this video, I've got the entire video. What to do now? What I can do here is I can click on this, and on the menu here you can see the menu. I can actually extract audio, right? I can extract audio. Thank you. Thank you. I can extract the audio. Now let us say my first part is exactly as I want it. So I'm just going to split it. Then in the middle here somewhere I want 2-3 pictures. So I'm going to split it again here, split. Again, one part where I'm going to be visible on the screen. I like myself on the screen, so I'm going to narcissist. And then I again go here and split at playhead. Now I've got these splits here. The first part I'm going to maintain. In the second part, I click on this, right? Click on extract audio. Got it? Now I'm going to click on this and I'm going to delete this. Now what has happened is all those pictures have shifted to the left. So the audio and video will not match. But what I do is I want this picture. I want a picture from here. We are part of this one. यहाँ पे जितना है. So actually it is about a topic. I just pick up the sound and shift. Now when I play,
hello and good morning. Welcome to this workshop. In this very short workshop, I'm going to show you how to make a film using pictures only. I'm going to also show you how to edit videos. So this video we are going to edit. Let us say this is a mistake. This is where I have coupled. So we are going to cut out this part. So this workshop is about video for editing.
You got it? Are you getting it? And are you able to do it also? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now next, again, I'm going to keep this part here. I'm going to do the same thing again here. So what do? I go to extract audio, extract audio, delete the video. I'm going to introduce another picture. I'm going to use something else now, entirely something else. So let me see. Okay, I use these pictures also to teach, making films with images. I'm going to expand this right up to the. Oh, I've got. Okay, I can also. I'll show you something else. I've got two pictures. I will use this picture. Then while I'm speaking, I'm changing slides, right? I'm changing different pictures. I can use different pictures also. So let me go to the camera. Let's see what I have here. Okay, my dad picture. Sorry about that, but I'm just using different pictures. So just to put some variety there. That's my dad who had fallen down, had to replace his femur bone. Sab lafda ho gaya, and all that has happened. Now he's able to walk. So I was putting him in the garden. And then there's a building of MET, Institute of Mass Media, and then maybe I can use something else here. Let's see what I can use. And then I use the group photograph. Okay, chalo. So instead of having just one picture, I've got several pictures. See this.
So again, whatever we saw till now.
See, I've got my voice on, but there are different pictures now.
Good morning, friends. This is a workshop, a short workshop for video broadcasting for educators. And what I'm going to show you is
now there's something different here. You can see that's a group photograph, right? Kuch family function ka hai hamare. That's a group photograph. Now this, I want to do some play here. Let us say I'm going to also extract this. Okay, I'm going to extract this. So let me extract this. All these things are just skills. How you use them is going to be your baby. So this is something very common. So I will use this. Now this video, this photograph, I'm going to extend it here. Just see what I'm doing. Abhi actually, unfortunately, vertical photograph, but I'm going to use that anyway. I'm going to take on the photograph. I'm going to use the start and end position pan and zoom. Right? Please don't mind the quality of this thing. Pan and zoom. First part here, and then pan and zoom. ये ज़्यादा ही कुछ मैंने. Okay, now see.
So, good morning, friends. This is a workshop, a short workshop for video broadcasting for educators. And what I'm going to show you is how to make a film using just stills or graphics or images. And I'm also going to show you how to mix images
So
as well as video.
now I'm showing you photograph,
And I try to show
but you can use anything you want like this, right? You can use anything you want like this. Very easy to do. Oh, sorry, I have not been seeing the. I'm sorry. I'm very bad at this. I don't see the
Sir, can you
chats.
just show once, I mean, how to put that extracted video in between of the images that we have? Like, I am able to
Yeah.
extract the video, but how to, put that in between the images? So once, can you just show
Oh,
that?
just the way. Yeah, yeah. Just the way you shift. Just the way you shift pictures. You shift the audio. I'll show
Okay,
you.
sir.
1 second. 1 second. I'll show you that to you also. So, for example, I use another one. I use the same video, of course, but okay. Let me try something else. Oh, sorry. I'm doing it there. Okay. So I've got some nice songs here. Let me use one of the songs. I use नहीं ये तो karaoke का है यार. इससे कुछ फायदा नहीं होता. I have to use the same video again because
Sir,
the
your
कुछ.
flute must be there somewhere.
I don't think it's there on my mobile phone anywhere, ma'am. Sorry about that. It's there on YouTube. No, yeah, I have to use the same video. I'm sorry about that. So here this video. So what you do here is, uh, I have to split this into first two this thing. So I'm going to use this. Go to split extract audio. पूरा का पूरा किया मैंने. I have to use the entire thing here. Now I have to now replace my video with pictures, right? So wherever I need to do that, I can also try one more thing. I'll show you another thing also. That's also another very important. Instead of doing it this way, I'm going to use something else. So there is a button called layer on that circular panel. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that layer, right? So I'm going to use that layer, right? And in layer, I'm going to use media. In layer, I'm going to use media, right? From here, I'm going to select one of these pictures that we have been using. I'm using picture here. Now you can see that my picture is on top of my video, right? This one, I click on that picture and expand it. So instead of trying to manipulate it there, I can do it here also. Now, when you see, it's on a track. It's on a different track. It's on one above the other. The picture will be always on top of this because that was the second one. So now what I do is I'm going to use this, and you can see now.
Hello and good
My
morning.
voice will be there, but the video will be different. My video gets hidden automatically. So instead of trying to extract and cut the video and then try to shift it and then do it, you can always take this. Again, I'm going to use a layer, media. I'm going to use another picture. So the hair and the tortoise one picture. And if I go here, I can click on this, tick on this on the timeline, on the monitor there. And you can see that you've got two on the corner. One is to rotate on this one. This one is for rotation. This one is for resizing. Sorry, here they go. This for rotation. This for resizing. So I can also rotate this. I can also rotate this. Right. On the left top, you've got the undo button below the three dots. Undo it. And then I can increase the size. Increase the size, covering the entire video. Okay. And tick on the right. So there, you can see I've now got first picture on top of my video. My voice continues. My voice continues. And for that, I don't even have to extract sound, by the way. Okay, if you are going to use this technique, I'll show it to you again. I don't have to use extract sound. So I'm going to do undo so many times. Removing all this, I'm going to go back to the place where I have not extracted the sound. So this is the entire sound. So I've got a sound here. Now I just click on layer, media, picture, first picture on top. I'll go back here. I first arrange all the pictures in small size so that I can easily manipulate them. Go to picture, here, this picture now. And then once I know how much time, so I play the audio. Play the audio.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to this workshop.
Welcome to workshop. यहाँ पे मुझे picture चाहिए. I'm just going to expand this so I can see what I'm doing, right? So,
Sure.
workshop. How to move picture. Click, place your finger on the picture. Place your finger. Halka sa. Don't press it. It'll automatically tell you that it's going to be shifted, and just move it right up to the cursor. That's it. That's how you move pictures. Okay. Now it will automatically show the.
In this very short workshop,
I'm not going to change the size right now. I want to know where. Okay, I want to cut it here. So
I'm going to show you how to.
So same logic, bounding box. Change. Now the second one I want to shift to the left. Just shift it to the left. And you can change the amount of time it's going to play. यहाँ तक चाहिए. So once you arrange all the pictures that are going to be on top of the video, once you have that ready, then you go to this timeline and expand it so it hides the complete video. Then you move this, make it complete. Now I have got the entire thing ready.
Welcome to this workshop. In this very short workshop, I'm going to show you how to make a film using pictures only. I'm going to also show you how to make videos. So
these are the first basics. Everybody got this? What's the time? Ma'am, how much time do I have more? मैं तो भूल जाऊंगा time. I'll forget the time. It's almost 1 o'clock. 12:42. How much time do I have?
Actually, we want to learn.
I know, but I don't have a problem. Okay, I'll show you one more thing now. Very important. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen from here and I'm going to share from my laptop. Right. And then I'm going to create something and then use it in my in this. So let me first stop sharing here. Okay. I'm going to share my laptop screen, show you something very important, which is very, very useful for you to make those videos that I make. So, I'm sharing the entire screen so you can see all the menus also. Now, let's see what I'm doing quickly. I hope you can see the screen, everybody. Yeah. Okay. Now this is very important because this helps us do something which is very, very nice. Now, click on this. I'm going to clearly make a simple presentation. Now, this may be your first, video starting for educators. Right? This is the first screen. The second screen, so I insert a screen. This, I'm going to make some change. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Okay, I'll keep this. I'm going to keep this right up to here. Oh. Half of the screen I'm going to. Okay, half of the screen, about half of the screen. And this I'm going to take down. Right. This is where I add the text. So let us say video broadcasting workshop. Right? Kine master. I'm just making some PowerPoints. Nothing great. I'm just going to show you quickly because I don't want to waste time. You are all experts in your own subject, so I don't want to, do that. So video, let us say filmmaking. This is a headline. These are my slides. This is just the slide which I've made, and going to use this as the initial slide, and just so that we have some things here. So what Can I add here objectives, script points, PPT ready, tripod, lights, ambience. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. First slide is this. All right. First slide is this. Now, what I'm going to do with the rest of the stuff? I'm going to now use my drawing tool, insert the drawing wala tool. I'm going to use the square here and draw a square covering the entire other part of this cut. Now this, I'm going to change the background. Right click, format shape, and I'm going to use no line and fill. I'm going to use a solid fill, and I'm going to use this green color. Pure green. I'm going to show you how to use a green screen for this. In fact, I'm going to go straight here 002550 and use this green for my that particular part. This is the green which I want. All right. So green screen. This is the slide that I'm going to use. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this file, export as JPEG. Export पे नहीं आएगा, save as आएगा क्या? File save as. Save as JPEG. JPEG. To save it as JPEG, I'm going to place it on desktop so I can easily access it and save. Right. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to email this to me so that I can download it there and use it for our. So. I'm just going to use this slide. Check. All right, back to mobile phone. This slide, I'm just going to download. Back to KineMaster. Now there's fun. Now it's going to be fun. Now I'm going to use this video and the slide that I downloaded. So I'm going to use the layer, media, downloads, this slide. And it's going to be on the layer. Can you see that? It's on the layer. Barabar? It's on the layer. Now, what to do with this? This is my slide here. I'm going to expand this to fill the screen. I'm sorry for the poor design. It's not a very good design right now, I agree. But I need to show you things also. Now, this video is below this screen, this slide. Right? This video is below this slide. What I'm going to do is click on this slide, and go to something called chroma key. Please see again. I'm going to click on the, you know what I did, right? So I'm just going to show it to you again. I'm going to first click on layer, click on media, click on downloads where I downloaded the slide, and click on this slide and get it on the timeline. Right? Now here I've got this. Now I'm clicking on the video that I have at the background, right? Video that I have at the background, and अभी ये उसके नीचे डालना है मुझे. So first thing is this slide. I'm going to make it big to fill the entire entire slide. This one I have to now show in place of this green. So first thing I do is click on this, go to chroma key, say enable. See what happens. You can see the video below, right? You can change the color of the chroma. Ideally, the best color to use is green, but I'm going to use the same green. Now I'm going to manipulate the video. Video manipulate करने के लिए I just have to change this. Now this I have to now actually kind of go here and move this video. Move this video. So what can I do? How can I move this video? I just click on this. Sorry about that. Parent zoom में जाके I have to move the video. And if I click on the equal to sign there, एक minute, my battery is low. Just 1 second. 1 second. So there is an equal to sign at the start between start position and end position. Just click on the equal to sign. All the start and the end of the video both will be equal. And now I click command and I move here. कहाँ गया मेरा? ये देखो. Now what you have is this. So you can actually, what I do for my podcasts, especially my Hindi and Marathi podcasts. What I actually do is I keep the screen right in front of me. उसके पीछे ट्राइपॉड से ऐसे कैमरा लगाता हूँ मेरा. I take a selfie cam, video selfie cam. I look at the camera while the screen, the slide is there right in front of me. Or I sometimes actually, I directly look beach wala. So for example, I may keep my camera right in front of me here. You can see me? No, you can't see. You can see me, right? I hope you can see me also.
Yes.
Okay. So, I wanted to. So, I keep the camera right in front of me on the tripod, and I keep my screen on the side. I generally know what I'm going to talk about, right? So, I know the points, but I refer to them. I actually stop. I look at the when I'm talking. I do this. I start working towards the. So, I'm going to talk about filmmaking and using KineMaster. I'm going to talk about video podcasting using KineMaster. This is the skill that is very important for all. First point. I stop. I go look at the slide there. Dekha? Okay. I just see the points again. Again, I bring my face, eyes towards the camera. And again, the first thing that you need to do is have the objective of your podcast ready. I start talking like that. Now, all I have to do is all I have to do is I have to actually cut out the part where I see there and expect. Then now. Split the video and remove the remaining part. How to do that? See this here. I'm just going to show you. If I want to remove a middle wala part, so I just go to the scissor, split at playhead, go a little further, right? अरे बहुत ही message आने लगे अच्छा. Split at playhead and the middle part I did it. That's it. You can do that. So you can easily edit the videos and remove all the. So sometimes what happens is you fumble, right? You fumble while speaking, you make a mistake. All those, just remember when you fumble, repeat the entire sentence. Don't repeat just that word. It's very difficult to edit out a word, but you can edit out an entire sentence very easily. So if I fumble now, I have to ideally repeat the entire sentence without pausing the camera or anything. Just keep on recording. You know that where you're fumbled. Put it on the editing thing and then just edit the part that you're supposed to. As simple as that. समझा यहाँ तक सबको? Everybody is okay? You understood this? So I'll show you another slide. I'll quickly go to the PowerPoint presentation here and show you another slide so that stop sharing here. And I'll share from here. And when you make a PowerPoint presentation, for example, just to show you a certain thing that I do normally, what I do is I kind of make this like this. I create a scene like another the black boxes here. Just to show you what you can do further. So here I'll use a line, solid line, and maybe make it thick enough, nice and thick, right? And no color, no line here. Sorry, line, no fill. So I get this kind of look for the entire thing. I can
So we
also
can't
add.
see your screen. I mean, we can
You
see
can't?
you.
You have not shared your screen, sir.
Oh, all right, wait. I have shared my screen. I have shared my screen. You are screen sharing आ रहा है मुझे यहाँ पे.
But we
Oh,
cannot see your screen.
Sharing a different screen.
One second, one second. I'll just.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can, right? Thank you.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've just added another box here, यहाँ पे, so that it gives a kind of frame. And I can also use things like this. So maybe I'm putting up a title. I mean, this is basically for the video. Okay, I'm doing it for the video. So I put another box there. Then I can insert a text field. A text here. Insert text.
So can't see.
I think I think by mistake I clicked stop share. Yeah, now you can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I just type video podcasting. Select all. Things like that. Ornamental, but it does make good. You can use this. So I just use this. Sorry, I shifted the entire thing. So maybe something like this, which will help you, show a better picture. After ये export करके, you use this, then it gives you a kind of nice shape. You can also, convert this into some other color that you want, black color, or this you can make. This you can solid fill. Use black. Maybe it look better. So these are things that I can teach you. You can do it as per you can put your college logo on the top if you want. If you want to make it private, you can use your private thing. You can write your name, यहाँ पे, like you do in the slides. And then you keep on making the slides with this. If you use this as a master slide, use these things in the master slide, then so all these things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I cut it from here. I go to file and sorry, view. Yeah, view slide master, and I paste those things here. I paste that here, and I paste that on this also. Then all your slides will automatically get that, right? So you don't have to worry. So add a slide, it automatically have the green and the black thing, and you can keep on, adding the text as you want it. So you can just have this, resize this, and add more text here, right? And then export all as a JPEG and or save as JPEG, and you can directly use it there, right? Okay, there are chats. Right. So these are the kind of tricks that you can use. You can also have a dividing line here. That also works fine actually. So you can use that also. Now let me show that video that I was talking about. The importance of थोड़ा सा मजा भी करते हैं ना. Let's have some fun also. I am not very acquainted with Zoom so much, so struggling. However, is that thing gone? I'm not able to see the buttons for Zoom. Stop sharing. Where are they going? Meeting controls. Okay.
That green one.
I got
Shreya.
It's done. Huh.
got. I'll share a tab. No? So, one second. So this is a video which I made in 2011. Now, why I'm showing this video, some people may not like it because it is kind of, people don't like to see what I'm showing. But why I'm showing this video is multiple fold. One is that it is based on purely editing the video, and I did not use the mobile phone to edit this, but it was edited on normal Premiere. But the point is that this video is now being shown in management colleges to show team building. You will know why in a while. I'm just going to play it now. One second. And the end, you'll see why I talked about those SD card and things like that. Okay, now you can see my application, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, sound if there is, then we cannot hear. You may have to share
You
the
can't.
sound.
Okay. Just one sec. Let me see how I can share the sound.
Sir, while
Is there
sharing, na, sir,
Sir, you
at
will
the
have to
bottom
share
there
it
is share
again.
sound.
Yeah.
When you share,
Yes.
na, there is at the bottom one option is share sound.
Got it. Yeah, got it. was a video which I enjoyed making immensely when I was doing that. I was like, I was getting down from the car, and saw that thing happening, and decided to make a video. All right, I hope you liked it, everyone. Jaya, thank you. Okay, so that's how you edit videos. The idea is that you need to edit your videos well, and editing takes a little bit of patience because you have to take care that not even a single word or line is extra or less or more. थोड़ा सा सुनना पड़ता है. I remember I had when I was just do a lot of work commercially. I was a professional editor of film. So there was one film that I did for Monsanto or Tata, one of the organizations that I used to work for. They had hired Nana Patekar as their brand ambassador, right? And it was an agrochemical firm. They had some product which, these are products which Nana Patekar brand ambassador जो चार गांव में गया था. चार गांव में जाके उसने वही बात चार बार कही. 1 hour speech he gave in 4 different villages talking about the product and in general time pass and how they promote. So it was an agrochemical and then he talked about those things and चार बार. Now what they wanted is 1 hour video of each. They wanted me to make it into a single video, right? So now when a person in Tana party, I give a speech, you don't follow a PowerPoint presentation. You have all things in place in your mind, or if you have got a points ready, you may jump, you may speak the first point first in the one, then second. You may go linearly in the first speech. Second village you go, you may first speak the first point, then speak the last point, then speak the third point, then speak the second point. Keep on varying. Overall, the story was same. Lekin I had to watch that video first thing 4 times. Then I had to I think I watched what that video of 4 hours video. I ended up watching about 100 hours worth of video because I had to cut now. I had to cut from here, I had to take it there, cut from there, take it there. I मैंने शपथ ली थी कि कम से कम 5 साल नाना पाटेकर को नहीं देखूं. I got sick of looking at Nana. Imagine watching Nana Patekar for 100 hours. My God, same thing over and over again because I have to edit. तो एडिटर का जॉब थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है, थोड़ा सा पेशेंस. The moral of the story is you have to have patience with yourself. You may get angry with yourself when you अरे ये क्या बात, why are you talking this? It's not supposed to be talked like this. Why are you fumbling? Don't get impatient with yourself. It takes little time to get used to looking at the camera. Not so. For example, when you use a mobile camera, what happens most of the times is when you are having the camera here and you are on a selfie cam, right? You're on a selfie cam. You end up looking at yourself on the screen, right? Whereas you're supposed to look at the camera here. So आपका नजर ऐसे टेढ़े आते रहता है all the time in the entire video. And after shooting the entire video, when you start editing it, you'll see, अरे किधर देख रहा है ये? And you start cursing yourself. So you have to be careful about these things. You put the camera on the tripod and you look at the camera and not yourself. Camera is more important than yourself. So these kind of things come with experience. थोड़ा सा आपको patience रखना पड़ता है. But overall, I can tell you one thing. This entire exercise of making videos for students is very, very, very satisfying. Very satisfying. You have to practice. You have to do. एक 3-4 वीडियोस आपने बनाए तो आपको आदत हो जाती है. Even I was not good at it in the first 2-3 videos. I know I fumbled a lot. Looking at the camera was a problem. I was looking at somewhere else, and then I realized, I had to do that. Now I have become kind of seasoned खिलाड़ी हो गया हूँ because I'm making my own podcasts also. So now I know what happens, where to edit, how to speak, how to throw the voice a little bit. Things like that I've known now. You don't have to keep the camera too long. Keep it near enough. इतना दिख गया बहुत हो गया. Unless I'm standing up and talking about something, but I generally don't. And I use the green screen wala thing regular because that becomes very convenient. Side में आप slide दिखाओ या फिर आप picture दिखाओ या video दिखाओ, you can do anything. You can also, if you plan it well, you got 10 points. You can also point out point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4. You can actually point out like this. Point out, plan it well. Or you can say, okay, now watch the video, and you can also watch it while people are watching. Things like that. Make it interesting. Or you can replace the entire thing with another video, and you work. So mix videos, mix pictures, mix diagrams, mix graphics, and make these videos. Keep the script ready. That is very important. Script matlab not your word to word, but think the most important thing in videos, any video, whether it's podcasting for educators making videos, is the pre-production. If your pre-production is perfect, then your videos, there's a very little chance that your videos will not turn out good. Right? Your pre-production. I mean, that also includes looking at the ambience, looking at the lights, looking at where you're standing, where you're sitting, what about the background, everything. Everything comes in pre-production. Then you can concentrate 100% on actual shooting. Look at the camera here, straight camera ko dekh ke start looking and then speak out. Fumble, instead of 5 minutes, you'll end up talking for 10 minutes, edit it out, have patience with yourself. Extremely, extremely, extremely satisfying exercise of making the videos. It's creative. It's you also can explore your subject chota 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 karke. It doesn't become boring for the students. They watch smaller videos rather than the longer videos. आपके लेक्चर का रिकॉर्डिंग कितने लोग देखते हैं? Just think, na? You must be recording all your sessions when you're taking online sessions. I don't know. We record all the sessions. I don't know how many kids actually watch them again. Difficult. Unless something is very important, like this is a very practical thing that we are, unless something is extremely crucial, important, they are not going to watch 2 hours. No way. But if you split it into 5 minutes videos, they will definitely watch and they'll enjoy it. And another thing that I experienced is when you watch the videos and you ask them, they actually interact with the video more. They put in comments, they ask you, they may call you up and ask you, समझाने, आपने video देखा फिर भी समझाने के लिए करते हैं. The interactions actually increase a little bit in the class. So we all know what happens. Everybody has got their videos off, right? You shout, you tell them put the videos on. Nobody puts the videos on. Everybody is sick of the online mode of teaching, frankly speaking. We all know that. I'm sick. I'm myself frustrated looking at empty corridors in my institute. रोज जाके empty corridors and empty classrooms देखता हूँ. I take 1 round, 2 rounds every day in the institute. सब खाली खाली दिखना पड़ता है. We are also frustrated. That they don't understand, the students, unfortunately. But we have to make do with it. And then this is one nice way of doing it. Right? So any questions now, please ask. I'm open for questions.
Yeah, dear teachers, you can put your questions in the chat box so we can take it up one by one.
While you're putting questions, 1 or 2 things, like I said, title of your video should be very clear. It should be searchable. Searchable. The title is searchable. So when I type something on Google, I should be able to get that title and your video on Google. So searchable titles are very important. And don't forget to use the description part of your video. When you upload a video on YouTube, you get a description area. Please do type the content that you have spoken about in the list. Even if you type copy paste all the PowerPoint slides that you used in the video, that's also it. But there should be something there because that also becomes searchable by Google, right? So do the SEO part of it also. Keep your name prominently displayed. Don't be shy about it. A lot of professors don't like to have their name displayed. Don't do that. It's your video. Please keep the name displayed properly. Yes, ma'am. Kalpana ma'am, Supuri.
John sir, I think I'll just ask because it's a lot of writing work. So, sir, just in that layering that you did, you had put a picture on top of a video, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we put a video on top of a picture the
yes.
same way?
Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
then the video will come in the corner of the screen and it won't take up half the screen.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing you have to bother with the sound. You have to remove the video ka sound, extract it if you don't want that sound. And then use the video. It will play on the top, on the right side. You can also do one more thing. You can use a main video on the background and your video in a window.
Yeah. That's because I mean I don't want it to occupy half the screen. I just want it in a corner somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. You can do that also. You can use the main video on the background and then you can put yourself in a corner of the screen. That also is possible. Okay. Anything. You just have to manipulate it. That's all. Yeah. Anyone else?
I have seen like when we are speaking at the same time, the words, the texts are moving along. How is it possible?
Oh, that is called scrolling text. You have to use something called scrolling text in the video. But instead of scrolling text, na ma'am, I would prefer to have subtitles,
Subtitles.
not
Okay.
scrolling. Scrolling is little difficult to it. I'll show you how to do that. A good
Okay.
question actually. So I'm going to share my screen again. I actually forgot to show you that. So I'm back here. So if I want to add any text here, all I have to do is uh, you go to layers again and go to text T. Text here, type out whatever you want. In KineMaster, it becomes little cumbersome to do it. Agreed. So you can try out power director and things like that. So here I'm just going to type my text. Your text appears here. You can make it bigger or smaller from here, and also shift it. Yeah. And then once you have got it there, you can click on this right color button on the right plot just below the tick mark, and you can choose the color of your text here. I'm just using random colors here, and you can see my text here. You can have the text, and you can decide how much time the text, down here, you can decide how much time the text will play. The text will play right up to the green screen wala mark. You can use that.
Got it.
In KineMaster, a scrolling text will be very difficult to do. That can be possible in Premiere. I haven't tried it out in Power Director. I have to see how to do it. But Power Director, you can do it, I think. Scrolling text. Scrolling text comes as a specific scrolling text. It is a module that you get in these softwares where the scrolling text work. But it is not very easy to have continuous scrolling text on your niche. You have to split it into several parts, just like this. You have to make one scroll, second scroll, third scroll, fourth scroll, then you get it. Otherwise, it's very difficult to do it. Yeah, that's how you do. But ideally, you should have different text instead of having one scrolling text. It's better if you use a different text to highlight your point. That's how you do it.
Do and try it, and then it will work.
Yeah. Everybody has to try. If you try it only, you'll be able to get confidence about this. Without trying, it's very difficult. Very difficult. And be adventurous. Nothing happens to software. We are not playing with the software. Please just be adventurous. Try out different things. You'll know how to do it. Very easy. It's actually very, very easy. Right. So, anything else? थोड़ा heavy हो गया क्या? 2 घंटे में ज़्यादा हो गया क्या थोड़ा?
I don't think so. So if nobody is having any questions, Don, then we can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. I had one question. Sir, how
Yeah.
do we avoid copyright issues? So that was one, because if we take certain text or maybe images or maybe a certain video, so there have been issues where YouTube has pulled down certain videos of certain people. So how can we as teachers avoid that?
You can't avoid that. The only thing that you can do is hope for that the video will not get a copyright strike. Don't monetize your video. If you want to use some videos that others have used, be sure that your channel is not there for monetization. If it is free to use channels, generally people will not object. It's only when you try to monetize your channel, that is when the copyright strikes become very, very tough to do it. Right? Otherwise, generally itna problem nahi aata hai. But yeah, that is another thing. Try to remove sound from the video. For example, I conduct these filmmaking courses online, and I show a lot of films, and I show a lot of films. So I can't share those videos on YouTube because it immediately get a copyright strike. So when I share those videos with my participants in the workshops, I share it directly from Google Drive. Can't help it. YouTube पे डालना होगा तो originality is the best option. So maybe you can make your own videos and use them instead of copying. But if you are teaching films, for example, you have to use the films videos. Try removing the sound. But today it has become very strong. I mean, I remember in the past we used to use these videos and nobody used to bother. Now, and what used to happen is your video is to be uploaded, shown, and then kabhi jaake copyright strike aata tha. Abhi, while you are uploading, before it is even visible, the copyright strike comes. So it's become very strong now, amazingly strong. So you have to. I really don't have an answer, really clear answer. I don't have for this. The best answer I can give you is make your own videos and make your own uh, videos which are not copied from anybody. That's the only thing I can tell.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I think there was another question. No, no. Yeah, somebody has raised the hand. Who had raised the hand? I think I saw a raised hand somewhere. Anybody has a question? Because I saw a hand raised sometime back. No. Okay, ma'am. Everybody started saying thank you. So I think.
Yeah, ma'am. Can we proceed?
Yes, please.
Yes. It was an amazing session, sir. And I would like to invite Dr. Tushar Sambare, sir, coordinator for BSCIT and MSCIT programs, to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, John, sir. Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks for this technical session. As an IT person, we can deal with, specifically I want to speak about, we can deal with how to use that particular software, how to crop that thing, how to point out that thing. But whatever, sir, you have said about the previous thing, before starting the presentation, we had to say how to look, what kind of light position, so many immense instruction I have noted down into my small diary that I can use it, because we are just dealing with the programs and algorithms, and now we have to face, now we are in a different place, different challenges we are facing. We need to be presentable for the student. Yes, sir. As you said, we are recording our every lecture, but I think my whole team and all our teachers are getting so many insight to make that particular video recording presentable also and interesting also. Interesting also. So, sir, on behalf of
No, sir, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sir, one second. I know I'm interrupting your vote of thanks, but
Not,
because
sir,
you
not
said
an issue.
something, I just remembered something. Two things that you need to avoid is that there is no light behind you, backlight nahi hona chahiye. And other thing is very important, whether you are a male or a female, always see that you don't have an oily face when you are appearing in front of the camera. Even I put on a little bit of my wife's क्या आता है क्या बोलते हैं foundation वाला thing.
Kalpana, madam?
I use that because see, ultimately you are there going to be seen by millions of people, your students, and you have to even if you go. So I've been interviewed on television so many times. मैंने पहले बार जब गया था मेरे को मेकअप चाहिए. I said sorry, it's none of your business. My show. It's my show, and you have to wear that much. हल्का लगाएंगे लेकिन no oily face, nose not shining. अभी इतना तो मैं कह नहीं देता हूँ, but I do put on a little bit of face powder or that foundation वाला वो क्या that what call it?
Compact.
Compact. I do use that. My wife has presented me with one compact for being able. You need to take care. आपने sir बोला बराबर बोला because you have to be presentable. And I just remembered that because of that. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Sir, on behalf of Burn Sangha SM Shetty College, Powai, and on behalf of our college IQAC, I take this privilege to thank you to Mangesh Karandikar, sir. Specifically for again reciting the global problem of spouses while presenting yourself in the video. That is it's a global problem. So thank you so much, sir. Lots of interesting things I have seen, because initially we all, I'm not sure about my colleagues, but we are in question that how much gain we are getting from any session. So I was there throughout the session. I was learning, I was doing also. So it feels great when we are doing something and immediate results we are getting about with the animation and that one. We do have lots of apps, but we also need to work on these small apps that are available. So hopefully our teachers are using this particular product, or maybe exploring other things. Sir, I'm again thanking you, and I also want your cooperation to be in with our college in our future endeavors also. So I'm expecting you to be with there. I think for our sir next conference, I have requested Kalpana ma'am to call you and for paper session, sir, for technical session. And I'm also requesting now in front of all everyone that sir, you yourself can handle the IT session also, because we are combining that session presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
12th of February. I've promised
Yes,
Kalpana ma'am I'll
yes,
be
sir,
there.
yes, sir, yes,
I'll
sir.
be there.
Thank you very much, sir. I also extend my thanks to our college principal, sir, always guiding force for us, always give us opportunities to go for this innovative programs. And any time when we ask, sir, and sometimes, sir, maximum time, sir tells us, do this, do that, like that, do arrange this kind of program. So I'd like to thank Dr. Sridhara Shetty, sir. I'll also like to thank our both strong pillars, Vice Principal Dr. Niji Santosh, Sandesha Shetty, sir, Vice Principal, for support and their help to render this program for all the teachers. I also thanks to all coordinators, all my colleague teachers. I also thanks to Kumidini madam. I also thanks to our school teachers, those who are participated in this particular workshop training, because we are doing it. So I can tell you that this is a hands-off workshop we have done. And also technical team and all my dear colleague teachers. Hopefully everyone got this essence of this particular training session. And I'll request IQAC to again organize similar kind of programs with Mangesh sir or with any other expert, but in terms of this video making, and this will be helpful to us all in this pandemic situation. Thank you, sir. Really, thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank
Sir, first
Okay,
stop
so
recording.